Hawks win, ending their 8-game losing streak in Madison Square Garden. Yes, your Chicago Blackhawks defeat the New York Rangers 5-2 in the city that never sleeps. Yes, this was a great performance by your Chicago Blackhawks. The Hawks came and played. Jujhar Khaira gets a little bit of revenge after what happened last year, and it was a fight night in the Garden as we saw a line brawl and Jujhar Khaira getting some revenge on Jacob Trouba as well. This was a heavy, hard-fought game by the Chicago Blackhawks. We saw Taze drop the gloves with Trouba. We saw Murphy drop the gloves with Gaudreau. We saw Jujhar drop the gloves with Trouba as well. This was a game that was a statement by the Chicago Blackhawks. After coming in on an 8-game losing streak, they come to New York and put on a show as Patrick Kane had himself a stellar performance, putting on a milestone as well. This game was an outstanding, hard-fought, perfect played game by your Chicago Blackhawks. They may have been outshot. It was 21-28 in favor for the Rangers. And this is the first game this season the Hawks actually lose at the face-off percentage. Rangers winning 53% of the draws tonight. But the Hawks came in heavy, and it was a heavy game as 35 penalty minutes were called for on the Hawks to the Rangers 25, and we see 30-31 for the hits tonight in favor for the Rangers. So, shots per period, it was 4-10 in favor for the Rangers in the first, 8-12 in favor for the Rangers in the second, 9-6 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks in the third period of play. Hawks were without Taze in that third period up until pretty much the 6-minute, 56-second mark, but it was a hard-fought game. Peter Mrazek in the first 2 periods of play was in net, and he played outstanding. Suffered an injury, insert Arvid Soderblom once again for injured relief, where Soderblom goes in at the third period of play, and he played well as well. He may have let in 1 goal, but that goal really, you can't fault him. Soda was playing strong in net for the Chicago Blackhawks as well. The Hawks got good goaltending, they got good offense, and the power play was deadly. So let's get into the goals of the game, shall we? In the first period, there was not a lot of goal-scoring action. And the Hawks, a team who does not score first often at all this season, only have done it 5 times after tonight, they get on the board early. And it comes at the 2-minute and 38-second mark in the first period, and it's scored by number 52, Reese Johnson. His second of the season, assisted by number 6, Jake McCabe, and number 14, Boris Kachuk, to get the Hawks on the board early, beating Yaroslav Halak. This goal by Johnson was a tip-in from a beautiful rocket shot by Jake McCabe on the point. Hawks get on the lead first. That's something rare to say because this doesn't occur with this team this year. And we do it in the one of the world's most famous arenas. This was a great performance to start the game. The fourth line gets on the board again, and they battle hard, and that first period, that fourth line was buzzing. They were getting into the offensive zone, getting gritty and greedy, getting to that puck, and Hawks were battling. But the Rangers were able to hold the Hawks down into the defensive zone quite a bit in this first period of play. Hawks were held to 4 shots on net in this first period of play, and it took 12 minutes after the Reese Johnson goal for the Hawks to get their third shot of the night. That's not good. But Hawks battled hard, and the Rangers had a couple opportunities. Mrazek made some big saves, and a few posts were rung. So we go to the second period of play. In the second period of play, the Rangers were clearly playing angry. Trouba was out for blood, playing hard, getting hits, and, well, he lays a hit on Dickinson, tries to lay a hit on Jujhar Khaira. Khaira had none of it, drops the gloves with Trouba, and it was a long fight. Trouba and Khaira. It was a long-waited toe-to-toe matchup after what happened a year ago in the United Center when Trouba laid a dirty hit to the head on Jujhar Khaira, ending, for the most part, Khaira's season. Khaira got some few punches in, brought Trouba down to the ice, drug him back up, got a couple more punches in, and Trouba and Khaira get tied up, and they go to the box for 5 minutes. Hawks battled, and the Rangers continue to press. But Hawks go to the penalty kill. It's get sent to a Hawks killing it, and then the Hawks getting a couple power plays late. With 4 seconds, the Hawks has a 5-on-3 power play. And they capitalize. They capitalize big, because at the 8-minute and 37-second mark in the second period, scored by number 88, Patrick Kane. His 4th of the season. First point of the night. Assisted by number 19, Jonathan Toews. And number 4, Steph Jones. Kaner gets a goal by going bar down on a bad angle shot, and the Hawks have a 2-0 lead on a 5-on-3 power play. Hawks then go 5-on-4 because of that 5-on-3. Hawks still get power play time. And, well, Hawks are not done scoring, because a minute later, literally a minute later, on the power play, this happens. At 9:37 in the second period, scored by number 13, Max Domi. His first of the night, 8th of the season, assisted by number 4, Steph Jones. And number 88, Patrick Kane. That is point number 1,999 for Kaner off getting the secondary assist. This goal by Domi, he gets the puck from Jones, he skates up and goes bar down, roofs it, and it was a beautiful shot by Domi. He gets his first of the night, 8th of the season, and he battles hard. It's 3-0 Blackhawks over the Rangers. But Hawks were in some trouble where the Rangers had some momentum. Hawks tried to get the puck out of the zone, and after the CU getting the puck in the defensive zone, skating it, and Trouba lays a hit. Jonathan Toews goes after Trouba, drops the gloves with Trouba, Taves gets an instigator and a 10-minute misconduct and a 5 for fighting with Trouba. It leads to a line brawl. Murphy drops the gloves with Goudreau. Jimmy Vesey was looking for someone. He tried to fight Kane. Kane's a fighter, but they were kind of tangled up. Everyone on the ice at that time was at center ice, battling, fighting, getting some aggressiveness out. So Trouba lays a hit, leads to some momentum. Hawks go to a penalty kill because Taves gets an instigator, 10-minute misconduct, and a 5 for fighting. And on this penalty kill, the Rangers capitalize off getting a power play. And it's Mika Zibanejad with his 13th of the season, assisted by Adam Fox and Panarin to make it a 3-1 game. Hawks still lead, but after that, we go to the third period and insert number 40, Arvid Soderblom. Yes, Soderblom has been inserted into net. We don't know what happened to Mrazek, but Mrazek is out. Again, this happens quite a bit with Mrazek. This has happened already this season. So we go into the third period, and, well, Hawks get some momentum from it. And they get early power play in this third period of play. And they capitalize on it with Taves still being in the box. At 4:46 in the third period, scored by number 11, Taylor Radish, his 7th of the season, assisted by number 88, Patrick Kane. Kaner's 1,200th career point in the National Hockey League. And it was also another apple for Domi. This goal by Radish was a great setup by Kaner. Kane gets the puck. He shoots it. Radish tips it in past Halak. And the Hawks are up 4-1 over the Rangers. Rangers had some momentum going, though, and they couldn't get much going. Hawks were able to kill it off. Hawks were battling hard, waiting for Taves to come out of the box. They do, successfully. But at 17:15 in the third period, Chris Kreider gets on the board for the Rangers. It's his 12th of the season, assisted by Zibanejad and Panarin. What happens here? It was 4-on-4 hockey. Rangers take advantage. They pull Halak, goes 5-on-4 in the offensive zone to attack. And Kreider gets into the slot, and the puck goes off his skate and in. Soderblom couldn't do much because Kreider was also kind of in his crease, but McCabe kind of shoved him in. So it's a 4-2 game. Hawks are still battling. And, well, Rangers pull their netminder again. And, well, at the 18:46 mark in the third period, scored by number 13, Max Domi, his 2nd of the night, 9th of the season, assisted by number 17, Jason Dickinson, and number 6, Jake McCabe, to make it the 5-2 final in New York. This was a great performance by the Hawks. They battled hard. They had to suffer a few moments where Richardson was off the bench going for some stitches because he took a puck to the head from kind of Jack Johnson shooting the puck out of the D zone, and it goes into the bench area and it hits the side of the head of Richardson. But Hawks were able to handle that. The Hawks also handled the fact that they were without their captain on the ice for pretty much the full about 15 minutes of play on that third period of play. So Hawks were able to handle that, and they played well. This was a great performance by the Chicago Blackhawks over a team in New York that's desperate right now. The Rangers are a desperate team, and it's well known. After making it one game away from the Stanley Cup final just a year ago, they have not had a good start, and people have been calling for the coach to be fired. So it's been an interesting go. Hawks came in, played a perfect game in New York, and they're ready to go to Long Island tomorrow night against the New York Islanders. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were on tonight's action, and thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, let's go Hawks!